I'm here at GDC with Peter from CCP, and we're here to talk about EVE Online. Most specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about the most recent expansion you guys just put out, Apocrypha. The first thing I wanted to ask, I guess, is how do you feel that the whole thing went rolling out?
Remarkably well. I'd say that this was by far the best deployment of an expansion and development, of course, so far.
So, I guess for people who aren't aware, can you just give us a little rundown of all the things that got added with this expansion? Because I know it's a lot.
Yeah, let me just open the book here. Wormholes, and then the biggest thing, unexplored 2,000 new solar systems, Tech 3 production, and Tech 3 ships, new and vastly improved new player experience. So that cliff got a little bit more easily conquered. Enhanced UI, skill learning queue. We have more things than I can remember. Oh, epic mission arcs. Mission arcs that go for 80, 90 missions in a row.
So can you tell us a little bit, I guess, about, because there's going to be a lot more people coming in with this expansion, because you guys also released on store shelves for the first time in years with this expansion. So can you tell us, I guess, a little bit about this new player experience that that people can expect if they pick up the game?
Yes. As you might know, EVE is an open-ended game. That is, if you choose a profession, there's nothing actually tying it to that profession. You can change and swap whenever you want, and you never forget anything about it. So, in-game that is. So if you become an industrialist, you can do that, and then you change your mind, you decide to go to PvP, you can do that, and you're still an industrialist. What new players were facing before this expansion was that they had to decide beforehand what they wanted to do without actually knowing where to head in EVE. Now the progress is more non-linear. You decide that it's cool to fly this new ship, you try that, you decide it's cool to, try industrialism, mining, resource gathering, whatnot, and you slowly build up your character instead of building it up and then using it. So you have a more of an informed decision-making of where you want to head with your character than before you did.
Okay, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about Tech 3, because that was a major innovation with EVE in terms of the ships. So can you just give us an idea of how that's been working out? For those who don't know, the ships have been, I guess modulated would be a word we could use, where it's in pieces and you can mix and match the pieces to sort of make your own unique ships. How has that been turning out?
Actually, the first ships are only starting to appear these days, so the experience with it hasn't, we haven't had players play with them yet on the live server. But what we can gather from data or feedback we've had from our test servers, players love it. It's the idea of putting together your own ship is like, here's a basic thing for a car. How big of a tires do you want? What kind of engine? That sort of thing. Do you want small stereos or large stereos?
So is there anything that you found that players have either used in unexpected ways or have sort of complained about this expansion?
No, not that I can recall. The wormholes are interesting in a way that the information about who's in the system, they're not available, like with the other explored systems. So players can hide out there. And, well, okay, we're talking about wormholes, you can actually get lost in wormholes and stuck. Literally stuck. And the only way out is suicide or a plea for help. We've had a fair amount of people actually getting stuck and being kind of bummed out because they lost their ship that was actually scanning down wormholes to actually get out. And so that was to be expected, but surprising how often it happens.
So that's something that is not necessarily a bug, it's something that sort of is a part of it. If you go in through a wormhole, you are taking a risk?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so that's all the questions I have for right now. So next time we're talking to you, I'm sure we'll have a lot of follow-up.
Thank you.
Thank you.